Yo, what is going on, guys? We're back with another SnowRunner mod review, and today we're going to be driving Invalid Redneck's FOXER ATV. I just saw this pop up on Mod.io in the last week or so, and I was kind of interested right away. I think a lot of what Invalid Redneck does is it just comes out great, but it's unique. Like, it's not fancy, and it doesn't necessarily look like a brand new truck, or in this case ATV, but the products he releases perform extremely well and extremely balanced. I don't think I've ever seen anything that was ridiculously OP from Invalid Redneck, or at least, you know, OP wasn't the only option. So I'm excited to jump into this ATV. It's something kind of different for SnowRunner, but you know what to do. Drop a like on the video, drop a sub on the channel. Let's jump into it. Alrighty, now we get to tune up and customize Invalid Redneck's FOXER ATV. It's a TMB modding product. I saw this on Mod.io, and I was really interested as soon as I saw it. So we got one engine option, a 350cc engine, one gearbox option, suspension. We can have damage enabled or disabled. We're going to keep enabled and just see how bad the damage gets. We do have some different tire options though, and this is kind of cool. So we have 28-inch all around. Is the biggest tire, but we have AS1, AS2, AS3, ATV tire 1, ATV tire 2, OS1, MS1, and CS1. So this is cool because it's chained. This would probably be good in a snowy region. We're going to use ATV tire 2. Winch, we got autonomous scout, extended autonomous scout, and stock scout. We're going to keep the autonomous scout extended. We got light pods we can add and tools to kind of complete it, and one set of rims. Lots of color options though, guys. And the texture mapping on this seems pretty decent. You can tell this is not a brand new ATV. It's been used a little bit. Let's go ahead and throw on a skin. We'll go red and black and pull it out and see what it can do. Alrighty, let's start it up here. Engine sounds are nice. The gauges don't work, but I don't expect them to, because you know what? It's a really small gauge cluster. And this is SnowRunner's only downfall. Think about Farming Sim 2022. You are able to have a player on the ATV. You just have like a person. I wish SnowRunner incorporated something like that. It would be kind of cool to see in action. But regardless, let's see what kind of path we're going to try to go down. You know what I think would be a cool path is to come down here and then go down this trail. So let's actually go up here and get to the gas station area, and then we'll hang a left and just kind of take it from there. I do want to try to give this a fair test. It's some odd screen stutter when certain mods shift, usually in the lower gears, and I haven't been able to figure out why. Let's put the all-wheel drive on, because we do have a RTX 3080 and an i9 11900K. Very optimized, and it's running pretty cool. So no temps aren't the issue. It's only some mods. I don't think it's the mod itself or something the mod developer's doing, but I wouldn't be surprised to find out that SnowRunner's engine struggles with certain mods, or maybe a lag between audio switches when you're switching gears. I'm not sure. So just something small like that. It's interesting. So far, this is handling good. It's not OP loud. Sounds like the sound profile for what you would consider the interior view, or the handlebar view, is extremely balanced, and even the third-party view is reasonable. So this is cool. We haven't taken any damage yet. We're keeping decent pace. These 4 gears provide a good mix for what would be suitable in mud or on a trail versus pavement. High gear isn't just a yeet gear. This is actually really balanced in my opinion. A lot of mods that you see come out, high gear seems to be what you would call yeet gear. Never made a ton of sense to me, but this is balanced. The gear ratings here are very balanced, to say the least. And the scaling of this model in SnowRunner seems extremely realistic. Very, very impressed with that for sure. We stalled out in high gear there. That's to be expected. Diff lock is always on. Nothing wrong with that at all. This has been a treat so far. This is a different pace. Honestly, and I'm gonna play around with this mod actually in the next couple of days. I want to see what kind of efforts this could do to recover a vehicle like a truck or, you know, a scout that's stuck. Because if you could put this on a small trailer or mount it on a flatbed or the end of a recovery platform and have this as, you know, well, I ran out of gas or I'm completely stuck, for single player missions, this could be a nice little tool to help you recover yourself in the event you need it. I think it would be very, very cool to try to do that. I think the Dodge Ram is over there to our right. Yep, you can see it there. Actually, it's the far right corner. Alright, we'll keep trekking through this the best we can. There's some deeper mud and we're still just kind of trailing through this no problem. We're in some deep stuff now. And it's interesting to see the suspension play on this, extremely realistic to that of an ATV. The texture mapping and detail as you start to get your vehicle dirty is beyond realistic. Really impressed with the textures here and the way that everything's kind of detailing itself. Let's see, do we want to keep going down this path, which doesn't seem to be a path, just something super rocky. I guess it is kind of a path, really rocky path. Or we have the bridge here, which actually we could use to get over to the Ram. I think we're going to adventure through these rocks here, see how this does in the rocky environment, because, you know, it is an ATV, and there we just took some damage. Interesting. Nothing crazy, though. This seems very versatile as an ATV for things like these rocks. It handles it well. Obviously, it's got a short, not extremely wide wheelbase, which makes it good for this kind of situation. It's taken damage, I want to say realistic. I mean, I don't know how much more you could expect out of an ATV. The visual damage isn't really showing, which is nice, because you are taking these small little hits of damage, but nothing substantial. And to see it not relay into, like, you know, the ATV shell just becoming massively deformed instantly, that's a nice change. There's a lot of mods that take visual damage way too fast. This is working out to be pretty cool. I do kind of want to hit some water. Let's go over here where there's rocks and hit some water and see what kind of water fording we could afford here. This will probably be a shorter review than most. Just, you know, this is not as much can go into ATV review as some of the other things we've reviewed on the channel here, but I'm probably going to actually circle back for a second video. So dangerous water level comes pretty quick. I wonder if there's something that could be done to offer a snorkel option here for this ATV. I don't know if it's something that would make sense for it or for Invalid Redneck and what his vision is with this mod, but it does seem like it's something that could be pretty cool and valuable. And I do find some of these mod maps, like this washout map, the sound profile from the water is really weird for directional purposes. Almost like deafening in one ear and like non-existent in the other pretty quick. You notice it more with a vehicle like this that has a more mild sounding engine, for sure. And let's try to get back up here. I think what we're going to do probably is take this over to the Ram, maybe even park this up the hill by the gas station, and get a trailer for the Ram and just play around with that a little bit and see what kind of options we bring for not just ease of use, but just flexibility. Being able to have this with you in case you need it. And I know for sure that there's a lot of scenarios a little ATV like this definitely comes in handy. So we're going to park it right here for now and conclude our video. But thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to drop a like on the video and a sub on the channel. We'll catch you with the next one.